This is the Beyerdynamic FOX, a USB condenser microphone that competes against many other microphones in the $100 to $200 price range. But with its small size and stiff competition, how does this little guy compete? Well, we're about to find out with a little review. Quick thanks to Beyerdynamic for sending this out for me to look at, and now let's just see what it's all about. Straight out of the box, you get the Beyerdynamic FOX microphone, a windshield, a stand, a mount converter, and this obnoxiously orange USB-C to USB-A cable. That's right, a USB Type-C cable. This is the future. Now let's look at the body of the mic. What really stood out to me was how it felt in your hand. It had this nice premium feeling heft to it. I like how inoffensive the design is, but at the same time, you don't feel that this thing is made cheaply at all. The mic has a gain switch on the back and a USB Type-C port that you plug the supplied cable into. The front of the mic has a headphone jack, a volume knob to control the volume going into the headphones, a mute button for the mic, and a mix button that allows you to mix between what's coming out of the mic and audio from the computer. I personally think that's a really cool feature to have, and it really allows you to see everything that's going on around you at once. Now onto mic quality, I tried to do a couple of things to get really good use out of this mic. Because on their website they advertise this mic for studio recording, game streaming, and YouTubers, I decided to try all those things on this mic. So the first thing I'm gonna try is singing into the mic, not me personally, because I can't sing. Someone else will be singing, keyboard typing and mouse clicking, as well as just typical voiceover work. I'm going to be doing all of that while comparing it to the most popular YouTuber USB mic, the Blue Yeti. I mean, it's a worthy comparison. They're both in the $100 to $200 price bracket. They both are condenser microphones. They're both USB. It's a perfect comparison. Why not test it against something that it's supposed to compete against? So here we go. Listen to it yourself against its primary competitor. Enjoy.
Underneath a disco ball breaks the spell that holds you in my mind. Though I used to dance with you, now we're through, I'm sorry.
Okay, so now we're just going to try straight up voiceovers. The Beyerdynamic microphone itself lacks something that I forgot to mention. The first thing I got to say is the USB-C to USB-A cable is really short for some odd reason. By the way, this is unedited, other than, slicing up clips so that I don't sound stupid and have a lull in conversation. The Blue Yeti is at its minimum gain, while the Beyerdynamic FOX is at its maximum gain, the high gain. This is how they sound. As you can see, the Blue Yeti still far surpasses the Beyerdynamic FOX when it comes to just sheer volume. As for sound quality, I'll let you decide that for yourself. I might even, if you're watching this, I might even change it up. Overall, what do you guys think? Which one's better? Which one's worse? Should I do ASMR on this? I don't do ASMR, but if you're into that, then get to it, I guess. All right, so here's how streaming would sound if the mics were behind the keyboard. This would create a lot of noise, especially since the keyboard is directly in front of these mics, as you can see. And I don't really like this. I'm thinking this is going to turn out pretty bad for streaming. So in a hypothetical situation where the keyboard is in the back and the mics are in front of you, it will most likely sound a lot better. It will sound somewhat like this. Here's a comparison between both mics. But what happens if I actually try screaming into it? Because the Yeti has a much higher gain on the mic itself, and the Beyerdynamic FOX has less of one. I think it'd be much better on the FOX. So let's try that. Ah! No! Yes! Wow, it's bad. Okay. Let's not yell into mics regardless. So the biggest difference between these two mics, other than their design, is the gain on these things. The FOX has really low gain, even if you switch it over to high. I think this is to accommodate vocals and instruments because those things can get pretty loud pretty quickly. But at the same time, regular speaking voices and doing regular voiceovers, you actually have to be pretty close to the mic overall for it to sound really good and nice. Or else it just doesn't pick it up too well and you actually have to scream or like yell or do a loud speaking voice in order to actually get it through. Now, there are some negatives I saw with this Beyerdynamic FOX USB microphone. For one, repeat after me, okay? The stand is not that good. In fact, it's not good at all. Okay, I mean, it can be tilted forwards and backwards and swivel side to side, but the stand feels cheap and plasticky. Combined with the fact that the mic has to be close to your face to pick up good sound quality in the first place really limits the stand. This stand just isn't right for this mic. But for loud vocals or even instrument playing, that just might be good enough. The next negative is the standard thread mount on the mic is actually a little bigger than your typical tripod mount thread, which means you can't just put it directly on your tripod. On the exact same vein, it also doesn't come in a 5/8 inch thread either. Instead, it comes with an adapter to change it to that. So just keep that in mind when you're buying this thing. You can't put on a tripod mount. Okay, overall, I think this is a very nice mic. It's priced competitively. It sounds competitive based on my own testing, and its small size makes it a really good option as an easy travel companion with minimal setup. I think this mic is a good mic if you're looking for something under $200. Its build quality and size exceeds the Blue Yeti, but the stand can use some work or be downright replaced. If you're looking for something that sounds good, doesn't destroy your bank account, is small, feels premium, and is easily plug-and-play compatible, then this mic might be it. If you're looking for an XLR option or a dynamic microphone and don't mind the tedious setup, then this ain't it. Anyway guys, what do you think? Is there a place in this world for a $180 USB microphone? Or at that price range, do you start to consider XLR options? Leave that down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and well, maybe don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.